Men, what is the biggest thing that you've overcome lately or had to overcome? Hi, I'm Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about overcoming some of the most difficult things that any man on an everyday will think about, go through, and ruminate within. Before I go there, though, I'd like to thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It's viewers like you that make these episodes count. And feel free to share this with your buddies. Maybe this episode isn't for you, but maybe it's for somebody that you do know. And for women out there that are watching this could be an episode that really helps your husband, spouse, partner, significant other. And just ease into it. Don't give it to him. You will set off alarm bells, red flags in him. Talk about it in a way where, hey, I saw this. I'm not sure if it's something that you are interested in, but maybe you might be. Share it as if it's something where he has the option to view it. Otherwise, like I said, you'll get his guard up. All right, let's get going on this. One of the most influential parts of my life, other than what I'm doing, is just the way I carry myself every day. But one of the most difficult things that I've had to overcome lately is my mind and the stories and the thoughts. And it was the feeling coupled with the thoughts of what am I doing with the I don't know how to do that. Meanwhile, I do. I've got the confidence, I've got the know-how. I don't start from nothing. But yesterday was a great breakthrough for me. And I gotta tell you, the last month has been just friggin' chaotic. It's been moving into my new business. It's been moving into this space. It's been ensuring I have all the material. I have all of the furniture. I've got all the things that I need in place in order to make this successful for you and myself as well. But after the dust settled, I got everything arranged, and I'm nestled in. I'm settled. I am settled. I continued to feel this thing within me that was it just felt like I wasn't supposed to be doing it, or more so like, why am I doing this? And I feel like those are valid questions. But for me, it really hit yesterday when I realized that the same thought patterns that I have had over the last several weeks have been the ones that I have brought upon myself. And it took words that I remembered within me, that I remembered who I am and what I'm doing, to change that. And I feel like it was God that handed this to me. What am I talking about? The thoughts that I had were the toxic thoughts, the talking sick to myself about feeling like I'm in a funk. And then I would ruminate on that, and it would be this loop. How do I do this? How do I make money? How do I continue to be a father, a bonus father? How do I continue to be a spouse and uphold everything? And I remembered that I got support. I've got my buddies. I've got my family. I've got my wife. I've got my kids, and they're supportive in their own way, cheering me on. And it was the thoughts around where the statement was, I was hurting myself, but hurting myself mentally. And you go, Jesse, this is such a really ambiguous way to talk about things, but hear me out. Just hear me out. Stay with me a little bit longer. If I keep thinking about not being able to fulfill my obligation for my family, that leads me to think of, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to make enough money, which makes me feel like I'm not good enough, which makes me feel like I don't deserve it, which makes me feel like I'm not worthy of it. It's a loop. And it's a dangerous one. And I found myself, even as a practitioner, even as a coach, caught up within it. And I had probably about 3/4 of my day, every day, being able to forge through it. But this, like 20% of my day, just getting up and motivating myself to do it was tough. And yesterday I had this breakthrough going, wow, I have been infatuated with this thought of not being able to do it, which has led to those 4 things. I wonder how many other men and women out there are continually thinking like this and they can't get out of it. I gotta say something. So I put together a video like this one that will air, well, it'll air tomorrow, but for you, it would have aired yesterday. And I'd love for you to indulge in it because it's called Learning Big Breakthroughs. Learning big breakdowns mean big breakthroughs. And it's really interesting to be able to find myself as a practitioner, a coach, in the very things that I coach people through. But that's just it, right? That's just it. We're continually working at ourselves, doing the work so that we can have a very good idea on how to help you through it. And that's what I do. I crack through my own difficult things. I break generational curses. I mean, I broke through something yesterday, and then last night, I had a message come through from one of my family members discouraging me on my thoughts on what's going on in the world right now. And I'm going, I got this. I got this. I'm not even going to take the bait on this one. And then today I called a colleague, a potential colleague, someone that I would love to work with, feeling discouraged and going, well, maybe the questions she's asking aren't necessarily ones that I really want to entertain because they don't feel like they're in alignment. But that's okay. See, it's all okay. But what I'm saying is, if I hadn't figured out yesterday, I hadn't come through that big breakthrough, those 2 things that I just mentioned would have been daunting. I would have been on the floor. I would have been wondering what the heck to do. But I had the bandwidth. I had the capacity. I broke through it. I broke through the glass ceiling. I could see the sky, but I couldn't break through it. And yesterday I broke through it. I found the freaking hammer that I've had all along within me, and I broke through it, and it felt so good. Now, how many of you men out there are really feeling like you can see through this glass ceiling, but you can't break through it? I'm your guy. I'm your guy that's going to help you break through that. And you're not alone out there, brother. You're not alone out there, my man. I want to help you through this. I want to support you. And if I can't, I might know people that can. But let's get there first. Make this courageous, valiant step to go to thevaliantlifestyle.com and book the 30-minute call and then ask these questions. Let's get you through this. Because it's going to take you to make the decision to book the call to do it and then talk to me so that we can get you through this. But you've got to engage that thought. You've got to be able to go, okay, I'm doing this. I'm tired of being where I am. I'm tired of this struggle. I want to get on with my life. So let's do it. Make that valiant step now. Don't talk yourself out of it. Let's do this.